Hello, captains, and welcome to our next episode of Replay Theater here. Today we've got a game from Fallout Spartan, also known as Kreza on Twitch. So thank you very much for sending this video in. Looks like we've got ourselves a 10-on-10 battle here. There is one carrier, enemy Langley, will be on the opposing side here. And this is the Tier 5 British premium cruiser, the Exeter. So this is armed with 6 203mm guns. It's a little bit squishy, but all in all, it's not a bad ship. It's got a pretty good amount of firepower at Tier 5. So as what we're going to be doing, as usual, I guess you could say, what we're going to be doing with the Replay Theater is, I have not seen this game before yet, so we're going to go through. As we watch this, I'm going to talk about some things that I noticed sort of in the moment as we play this here. And we're going to highlight the good and the bad. It's, of course, always meant to be constructive to help everybody improve and learn about the game. So that's going to be the goal here today. First thing I noticed right away, damage control is not premium. I cannot recommend premium damage control enough. If anything, it's probably the most valuable thing that you can use for a premium consumable, because you can put out those fires, you can fix your engine much faster, all that kind of stuff can save your life. So, would recommend that. The fighter consumable, you can probably get away without that, so that's a personal choice, but I do recommend always premium consumables at all times. They pay for themselves, in my opinion. Alright, so for some strange reason this hill is going south, which leaves Kreza in a bit of a weird spot here. So they are kind of following the DD, which is not a bad idea whatsoever. You really can't win a flank by yourself. The Peter Vlecki is still kind of sticking around here at the northern side. Let's see which direction Kreza decides to go here. Looking to take a shot at this Phoenix, potentially. Just outside of range, though. Might be a good opportunity to load AP here. You're looking at one of those squishy cruisers from a distance. Looks like Kreza is going to continue south. We're just going to have to patiently wait and see how this develops, it looks like. I do talk about this quite a lot on stream as well. Being patient in World of Warships is very important. And we're seeing a good bit of patience here as well. I have to admit, I don't know if I've ever taken the time to look at this little town over here. That's quite lovely. Let's get some espresso on the... just outside of a beautiful coffee shop there overlooking the water. It sounds like a nice way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Anyway, there's the Nicholas. And Peter Vlecki's gonna have to deal with that now. And everybody but the Peter Vlecki has gone south, which is sort of the definition of a lemming train. We'll see how this works out, though. Still yet to see one shot fired here. We are almost 4 minutes through the battle. As I said, patience. There are no caps to contest, though. It's just a standard battle. Oh, here's the T-22 popping up. Probably taking a few shots here. Alright, first shots of the game have been fired. And... oh, engine got knocked out on the T-22. Slowed him down just enough. Those shots land just in front. Those look to be pretty good. Ooh, a bit unlucky with the RNG there. Popping hydro, not a bad idea. Could definitely be some torpedoes coming. And this DD is a bit exposed, so it looks like they're gonna push in. I like this play here. Try and take out that DD as quickly as possible. Oh, that's some pretty sweet RNG there. Oh, those look pretty good. I could do it. Nice. First blood. Solid copy, Papa Bear. Kill confirmed. So since Krez's name in-game here is Fallout Spartan, I'll just refer to them as Fallout for the foreseeable future here to avoid any confusion. So well done there, Fallout. Got this Corvair here. Corbett? Corbett. Sure. Yeah, let's go with that. Corbett. Got some more HE. Looks on target. Going for the superstructure. Oh, a bit unlucky again. I think Fallout should buy a lottery ticket because they're due. They are due for some decent RNG here. Yeah, there's the fire. That's good. You have this Nicholas pushing around there. I notice down like the D3 area of the map. That northern flank is pushing south around there. The Langley on the good guy team here has done a good job. They've already moved out of that area. They moved out a while ago, which is something that you want to do in your CVs as well. If you see that, you know, one side of the map is not going to be doing very well, you need to start moving as soon as possible. Ooh, big hit there on the Phoenix. Let's see. Got the AP loaded. This shot looks very good. Can Kreza finish this off? Nice. Good shot there. Gets the Citadel and the kill. Only 7,500 damage so far, but 2 kills. Making the most of their opportunities so far. There's a little Citadel machine right here. Alright. Didn't quite get the Citadel. Shots look good, though. Double fire. Gonna put that out. Ooh, we did get the Citadel on that one. Nice. Big hit there. That Omaha's definitely hurting. Some follow-up shots here. Well, I would have actually liked to have seen a blind fire right there. They had an opportunity there where they could have pulled the trigger, but they've got a shot now. Looks pretty good. Get there in time. Nice. Another Citadel. The floating Citadel is, it takes its name very seriously, and the Omaha found a couple of them. So, looking at the scoreboard here, Fallout's team's got a 3-ship lead currently. 3 kills already to Fallout's name, so well done there, including First Blood. And it looks like they're going to be moving back toward that Nicholas, potentially. I like that idea there, to go support your fellow DD, get a little bit of extra firepower. Could actually be taking shots at the Vlecki right now. That island should keep them pretty well protected. They could have lobbed some shots over there, maybe gotten a fire or something, gotten a little bit lucky. So maybe a missed opportunity to maximize a little bit of damage there. You have to be careful here. You don't want to get too close to the Vlecki. There's also the Furutaka there. Might be a good opportunity for a torpedo strike, potentially. The Exeter, along with all the British cruisers, DDs, they get access to single-fire torpedoes. Looks like we're switching to AP right now. A gutsy move. Got the torpedoes ready. Not using the single fire mode though. See if they switch to that. This is a good spot here though. This is well done. This is how you want to execute a torpedo ambush. He's got torpedoes on both sides actually, so could potentially get a double strike. Oh, I see that DD creeping around the corner there. Off to the left. The port side. Look to the port side. A lot of stuff to deal with right now, though. Alright, so there's the Valecki there. Looks like they've committed to this push, potentially. Backing up, gonna have some broadside shots in the Furitaka. Oh, fired maybe a tad early there, clipped the island with some of the shells. Bit unlucky. I think it's time for those torpedoes, though. Maybe trying to get this salvo off. Three overpens. Classic. Sometimes the guns can be too big. Alright, the Valecki's slowing down. Probably time to switch back those guns. Yep, switching back. Oh, those look pretty good. Come on. Oh, there we go. One Citadel. Very nice. In a really nice spot here. Kind of getting ignored, too, as Fallout. So that's actually working out to their advantage. Now, their engine's knocked out. You can see the fire coming from the pillars, smokestacks. And they recognize that. Adjusted their shot nicely, and they get the kill there. Another Citadel. 5 Citadels now. I'd like to see him take a shot at this Phoenix real quick. Gonna launch one set of torpedoes around there, maybe for the Congo. Oh, just a tad early there. Clips the island a bit. Chance to use those guns, though, too. You want to be, if you got multiple targets, you want to be switching between those guns and those torpedoes. Phoenix is now dead to the New York, though, however, so that works out pretty well. See if those torpedoes get lucky. Fallout's doing a nice job of using this island, too. It definitely him being here keeps this battleship stuck. If they go forward, if they go back, they're going to get torpedoed. It's a really good positioning here. And also the enemy CV is dead as well, so that gives them a bit of flexibility. Allows Fallout to kind of hang out here. Alright, let's see how these look. Trying to spin around the other side, get the other set of torpedoes. Those look good. Oh, I might get all 3. Oh, and again the island. Nice for the Kraken. It's 2 torpedoes, looks pretty good. Well done there. 2 battleships left. Fallout still sitting on 1 heel as well. Looks like Fallout's trying to maybe reverse back a little bit and get some shots over this island. That's not a bad idea. This is kind of a high island, though. This might be a problem. It's not one of the shallower islands that make it easier to fire over. Does have a shot here, though. Perfect. Oh, he's in a great spot now. This is perfect. Just creep forward just an inch or 2, and you can fire completely unspotted. Very nicely done. This is really solid positioning here. This is a great way to maximize your survivability in a match. Anytime you can find places like this where you're not going to be attacked is really good. Moved a little bit too far forward, though. The British do have very nice acceleration. They kind of jump forward. They lurch very quickly, which can make it tricky to maneuver around islands sometimes. Saw a bit of that there. But all in all, very solid positioning there. Really liked that. Anytime you can find those spots in the map, try and take advantage of them as best you can. You always want to save those hit points as much as you can, because you never know when you're going to need them. Never know. Alright, the DDs are all doing a nice job pushing up. They're chasing after these battleships. So I think Fallout could probably get more aggressive here. I think they're going to start pushing forward. This Congo's just running for their lives right now. This is the Corvette. The Corvette. I don't know how you say that. All I know is I'm sure that how I said it is wrong. But hey, you didn't come here for proper pronunciation. You came here for World of Warships, so pipe down. Alright, they're in one battleship in range. Now that island might be a bit of a problem. That is a very, very tall mountain. This Langley is being bold over here. I'm not sure if anybody's noticed that, but look at this Langley over here on the G line. Pushing toward the battleships. Very gutsy. This CV player did very well, though. I want to talk about that briefly. I mentioned earlier how they were maneuvering away from the threat. They recognized early on, looking at the minimap, they saw a threat there where the group up north was pushing and there wasn't a lot to get in their way, so they moved south with the larger, fleet. And as a result, they will most likely survive this battle, and they certainly survived long enough to secure the win. This should be a pretty easy win at this point. Just all gonna come down to who gets some more kills. Fallout's already sitting on the Kraken. Got the first blood. 60,000 damage so far. And one thing that doesn't show up in the scoreboard is very solid positioning for the most part here. I really liked a lot of the positioning that I saw. It helped control the tempo, the flow of the battle. Force the battleships on the enemy team from being able to push, just based on their location. But very well done there. This looks like a really good spot to do the same thing we were talking about. You could actually hide behind this little island right here, this sliver of island, and fire from there comfortably. But Fallout says, nah. It's YOLO time. I want to get them kills. We want to get them kills. Congo does have a pretty significant broadside, though, so do have to be careful here. Yeah, Congo's going to easily overmatch. Oh, looks like we got a lot of friendly torpedoes, potentially. So in this situation, the Congo's so low. Oh, those torpedoes just stopped in time. The Congo's so low, rather than mess around with the torpedoes, I would have liked to have seen Fallout there just shoot the guns into the superstructure. Probably would have just killed them outright. So all in all, really good positioning I noticed throughout. Moved with the fleet well, and also that one spot they found where they were kind of hiding behind the island. They kept those battleships there just by the threat of them being there with torpedoes. Was really nicely done. One of the only things I really noticed was I would have liked to have seen a bit more use of the guns when they were behind that island and they were trying to line up those torpedoes. I would have liked to have seen a bit more switching back and forth, especially on that Phoenix, and as well as the Furutaka. Probably could have increased their damage per minute there just by firing a bit more often. And not focusing so much on the torpedoes. Easier said than done, obviously, in the moment. But that was just one of the things that I noticed, maybe an opportunity. Something to improve upon. Other than that, the only other thing I noticed was premium consumables. I feel like you probably should use premium consumables for all of your consumables. They can all be valuable in different ways. And if you have them on cooldown because you don't have premium consumables, it could be the difference between winning and losing. And I think you'll see if you use premium consumables that you're gonna have more success, and therefore your scores are going to be higher, your credit earnings are going to be higher, your XP is going to be higher, all that kind of stuff. It's going to pay for itself in that way. So Fallout, thank you very much for sending that video. Really appreciate it. I hope that this was helpful and enjoyable for everybody. I'm going to continue to do the Replay Theater series here, so please feel free to send me your replays either in the Discord or in the email. I'll have it in the description below. And if you want to check out our live gameplay on Twitch, I'll also have that link in the channel below. Thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful day.